evening. I am James Howell. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. Halloween, December 31st, 2020. Starting early tonight to be able to make room in the evening for social activities, all of them healthfully distanced, I assure you. So that's still setting the example I would like to see others set. And just 1 second, getting the stream chat up here. Tonight we are going to keep on with The Evil Within 2, Part 4. I think we just got through the courthouse, back into the marrow, ran back to try to trigger the meta interaction with O'Neill. Did not, in fact, trigger that interaction, and now we are off to the second town section. So, good place in the game that's starting to ramp up. The design is starting to kind of lean a little more toward the funneling kind of thing that you sort of see in The Evil Within 1. But all good. And it still retains its sort of sprawl, open world sprawl, regardless. 1 second, let me cut that light. Oh, it's kind of nostalgic. I am streaming with daylight coming through that window. So yeah, pregame show. It's been a really good week for books. Oh my god, a great week for books. So I've continued through Toynbee's experiences, about halfway through now. As you can see there's the bookmark. That's the proof. I'm not lying. And Toynbee has gotten through the sort of like describing his religious, spiritual principles and the process through which he arrived at them. And now he's gone into the part that I'm really here for, which is human affairs, human nature, and the progress of history from pre-World War I empire/hegemony of the West across the world. And being English, of course, he knows quite a lot about that. And the shattering of the Victorian illusion through up to the Cold War of the 60s, which is when he's writing this, 69. And he is a fascinating man. Besides being attentive, sympathetic, and very bright, he also spent the earliest part of his adult years actually in the Edwardian period, which is functionally late Victorian. So he got to see the sort of like Anglo-American Western shift from Victorian principles and sort of chauvinism to the abrupt, violent opening up of what it means to be a world that is more than just empire through World War I and World War II and then beyond. So it's really getting to some really fascinating areas. And I dig it, and in the process of reading it, this is one of the great things about reading somebody who's smarter than you, as they make references to things that you don't know, and that gives you a good places to go to read more. So I was able to get back into this, Ovid's Metamorphoses, the Rolf Humphreys translation. He is an American translator, so it is a little more accessible to me, especially given the period when it was translated, which is sort of mid-20th century. American prose hasn't shifted too much since then. And also continuing with the Mabinogion, which the stories remain as engaging and really freshly translated as well. They're Cyanid? I'm butchering that, I know. Davies is the last name. Yeah, let's see. It's, this was such a great moment. So there's a story about a king named Bendigeidfran. Bendigeidfran. And it's telling you this story. And then just about like, you kind of have this mental image of the characters in your head, and the events are transpiring. You are creating the story in your mind. You feel like it's pretty reliable. And then they just throw this sentence out for you. They were not in a house, but in tents. Bendigeidfran had never been able to fit inside any house. And you're just like, what? They didn't drop that detail any earlier. Apparently he's too large. Does that mean doorway? Does that mean roof? And it turns out it does in fact mean roof. He's just a giant human being. and that's just apparently taken as a matter of course, and that is a lovely surprise to drop midway through. So yeah, the stories are quite good, and the big thing, book-wise, this week, makes me very happy, is this, right here. Echistics by Konstantinos Doxiadis. Echistics is the study of human habitation, specifically using science and observation to determine how best to integrate human habitation with ecology in such a way that continues to provide the needs of an ecological environment to do its thing and exist, and also to provide for human needs psychologically. The guy, and you know, he's not without qualifications. This isn't pure theory. He designed Islamabad when the Pakistani state was being developed, and that obviously his considerations were for people who had migrated there and were putting down new roots, how to create an urban space that enabled them to feel like they were coming home rather than just being uprooted. And this is an expansion on the principles that he designed that with, and it's absolutely fascinating. I mean, it is not without evidence. It's got city diagrams. It breaks down the scope of habitation that you need to be thinking about per human activity. So rather than thinking about rooms and street layouts first, he's thinking about speech. He's thinking about conversation. He's thinking about what kind of space do you need to converse locally? What kind of space do you need? What is the furthest space you need to communicate? Like, how far can you yell? And building habitations around those needs rather than commerce. And commerce, of course, is included, but it's starting with the basic human existence, not things that everybody does, culture regardless, to create what he calls ecumenopolis, which is the world city, because he believed that urban expansion was increasing beyond the old city, the old type of city, which had a wall around it, right? Because that's how you separate city from countryside, because people tended to invade cities and you want a wall around that. Well, that's no longer the case. Cities just kind of sprawl out everywhere. And in the 60s, he believed that cities would cover the entire Earth. And so this is about how to plan for that. We're not quite there yet. I drove through Wyoming a few years ago and it was pretty empty. And I don't think anybody wants to spread out too much there because it's kind of hard to farm out there. But yeah. So, that's books for the week, and it is a solid week, let me tell you. And hopefully it is not the last solid week that I feel good about in a while, because the election is coming up. If you are American and have not voted, please, for the love of God, vote, and don't vote for Donald Trump. So, here we are, Evil Within 2, ready to get going. Excuse me, one of the reasons I'm starting a little bit off 4 p.m. is I went for a run right beforehand, and still kind of clearing out the shower from that. Evening, Dustin. It's good to see you. Also, that Echistics book by what's the name? I haven't committed it to memory yet. Doxiadis. I came into that through Toy and Bee as well. So it's a great way to nourish the curiosity, is to give more, to find more doors to wonder what is on the other side of. And that's a great reason to read. I've been thinking about curiosity from that angle, and really so much about it. Somebody who is curious from the outside to the uncurious can get a reputation of being just interested in anything and everything, which is not the case, because somebody who is curious is really following their passion as it's revealed to them, and trying to get a curious person to be interested in something. To will them to be interested in something really doesn't work. They gotta love what they're looking at. So, okay. I really do want to trigger that exchange with O'Neill. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna keep going here. Excuse me. And before too many major plot points pass, we're gonna do the sprint back and see if we can catch that. I remember during last stream at the end of it, kind of left Mexican Sing hanging on what that moment actually is. So hopefully we can reach that this time. How are you, Dustin? The next week's nightmare in America notwithstanding. Oh, weird. I would have thought that these dudes would have already spawned and run out to their respective stations by now, but I guess they spawn anew, which actually opens the question. In terms of spawning anew, I wonder if our fellow who runs across here to bang on O'Neill's door is in transit. Let's just take a look back here, see if he's made his way across. Oh God. It is entirely possible that he only spawns when I am within a certain distance of his starting location. So he might not exist yet because he hasn't loaded in. DualSense controller. That's the PS5 one, right? Evening, Swedish X. That's a shame you won't be able to stay long, but I'm glad you had time to show up. Is it a time zone thing? Many of the folks who hop by and chat are in different time zones across Europe and Oceania. So, what are you doing in there? Both of you. Wow. I haven't really come back here since in my playthroughs. So I'm not used to these guys' spawn locations. I do know there's a dog over here. I do not want to deal with that nonsense. Let's just climb up here and be safe. Forever. Feels very premium. Yeah, I get what that feeling you're describing. Are you getting a PS5? Is the DualSense for at this point for like PC usage? This glowing thing looks like no. That thing right there. No, that just looks like environmental light. I don't think I can even get over there. Oh, that's fantastic. You'll have to tell me how it is. It's going to be a little while before I... there we go. Yep, I was right. There's our Mobius Revenant. That's what I'm going to call him. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit before I get a PS5. The rush to wrangle one into the living room is a little more than I have patience for right now. Yeah, I hope you still get it early too. I am especially... the one thing that makes me want to get it early is the possibility of getting on board the renewed Demon Souls, the Demon Souls remake is the word I'm looking for. Um, yeah, there we go. While the servers are still hopping. I enjoyed Demon Souls a lot when it came out, and I think the moment where the biggest aha moment where I kind of had a little gears turn in my brain in terms of design possibilities came with I don't remember the name of the boss, but it's the dude with the big old sort of tornado turban that sort of shows up in a lot of other Dark Souls games where an enemy player at random hops in to fill that role and fights you. And I remember that they just worked that really well into the story, and I thought that was brilliant. The Old Monk, yes. Evening, Space Hamlet. It's good to see you. We're just talking about the Demon Souls remake on PS5. Let's see. Demon Souls came out. I mean, it's PS3, so I guess depending on your definition of retro, I refuse to accept that as retro, but I guess that could fit that. I guess I could check enough boxes to be considered. Let's see. Nope. Wonder if our rat friend is still in the main vent. Ah, Jesus, this thing is here. Evening Time Zombie. At least 20 years old for retro? Thank you. That makes me feel better. Come on, Sebastian. Go, 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 go! Absolutely no one needs to deal with that. "20 years since the console was retired." I can dig that. Also, good evening. It's good to see you. It's early enough and on a weekend. I wondered if this would draw you out. Let's see. This one right here should be gone. And she is. That's good. All right. Yeah, it's afternoon here too. I'm just so used to streaming at night that good evening at this point is just like a reflex. No, there we go. That's the button. It's interesting that in first-person mode they have the little crouch icon. Makes sense that they would, because you can't see that you do have that. But I'm wondering, do other first-person games have some sort of HUD element to let you know when you're crouching? I don't play enough of them to know that off the top of my head. The younger brother of retro, slightly dated. I too hope to enjoy an extra hour of sleep tomorrow. Although it's Sunday, so I think there's kind of an echoing impact to gaining an extra hour due to daylight savings time, especially when it turns over on the weekend, because the immediate benefit isn't really there because I would just sleep in anyway on a weekend. But you know, your body, I guess, begins getting used to that by degrees. And as long as, hey, it's good to see you, friend. And so, however many days it takes for your body to get used to the new time setup, is still, I consider, a benefit as long as the hour changes in your favor. Food in your fridge was retro. Yeah, yeah. I had some stomach troubles a couple of weeks ago from some retro salami that belonged to a generation that had since retired. Result: the springtime daylight savings time switchover results in 6% increase of automobile accidents. Jesus. Oh wait. Okay, yes, this is my path forward.
Lily? This place is messing with my mind.
I find it weird that he concludes that when it is entirely possible that she could also be there, because the disappearancing is just kind of how this place works. I'm not super pro daylight savings time myself. I like the regularity. However, this does mean that the clock in my car will now be correct again for the first time in 6 months. They're upgrading the architectural style of Boletaria. Really? I didn't know that they were changing the aesthetics of it. I thought that they were just giving it a revamp for the new console generation. Okay, that was a nice bonus room. Suspiciously low threat. Playing Sekiro again, and I just have this impulse to tap L2 and, you know, sling myself over those girders. I-beams, that's it. I agree, Dustin. Sekiro is amazing. When I played it, this would have been around the time shortly after its release, I moved, and just the madness of moving. Oh, crap. There we go. The insanity of moving took my attention away from it long enough that my skills diminished. So I'm starting it from scratch, and am very pleased to see that I think somebody on Twitter compared playing Sekiro to playing a musical instrument. It just comes back to you, and I find that to be accurate to my experience. I beat Lady Butterfly on like the fifth try, and I remember struggling with her for easily like 2 weeks when I first played it. So I remember Sekiro having this very high bar of entry. It was much harder in the beginning. I kind of think they made it so. I think that it is objectively harder. Oh, hey, what are you guys doing? I think that Sekiro is objectively harder in the beginning than it is mid-game, because I'm running away from you. It's sort of giving you a very strong sense of exactly what kind of game it is. Deliberately avoiding using the term learning curve. Actually not. One of the reasons... Stomp. One of the reasons I can claim the mantle of poet is the most efficient way of speaking does not come naturally to me. So you lean into that and turn it into a strength. Interesting. Space Hamlet, I'm really interested to know how would you describe the architecture in the original Demon's Souls, if not gothic and ornamental? Not that I disbelieve you or disagree or anything. I'm just curious to know how you would categorize that. really need more ammo. Let's see. Yeah. My choice of words is a combination of data from Star Trek and an English professor. I guess that's not wrong. I mean, channeling the spirit of Brent Spines is by far one of the kinder things people have said about me.
Whoa. What the hell is this stuff?
More medieval and militaristic. I can see that. This is one of the new things to the aesthetic of Evil Within that is uniquely Evil Within 2. Evil Within 1 did have some goop to it, but this really kind of leans into the sort of paint, organic paint feeling that that characterizes a lot of the damage, body damage to the enemies, with the sort of like wriggly worms that come out when you damage half their face. Kind of a glue. I think we're coming up on a moment that is very strongly reminiscent of the way that Kidman experiences flashbacks to her onboarding at Mobius in The Consequence.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little
I do like this one.
is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra.
That is maybe the most artistic rendition of this conversation right there.
Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra. You were right all along.
All right, new slide.
But why am I seeing this now?
Little known fact, every former Radio Shack now looks like this. Some say they failed because of a poor business model. Others say they failed because of a glue curse. The truth lies somewhere in between. Floor directory. This facility has been declared a restricted area by the authority of the commander in accordance with the provisions of the directive issued by Mobius. That's a lot of prepositional phrases. Pursuant to the directions of Section 51. That's cute. It seems analogous to Area 51. Internal Security and Confidentiality Act. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. Anyone on the premises are liable to a search in accordance with Mobius policy and procedures. Photographing or making notes of the facilities or its activities is prohibited unless specifically authorized by the commander. That's really interesting because it suggests that the person would be permanently in Mobius enough for that to have traction, because I imagine if you get sucked back out of Mobius, all of your notes are left in the system. Any such material found as in the possession is face charges. Use of deadly force authorized. Gross. Yeah, I think this monster is connected in some way to Myra. I believe it shows up at the end, or
Good God, look at the size of that.
it's
Maybe I can sneak past it.
its design is strongly echoed in her final form. Yeah. Oh crap. Oh man. Not good. Oh crap. Go, 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 go! Oh, Jesus.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
I actually don't remember that being outrunnable. Oh, wow. Okay. I know it's gonna burst through that door. I don't remember if this is a set piece ammo thing where I've got infinite ammo or if those 3 shots that I've got are everything, but let's see. Oh man, aim is extra slippery. Oh, they it's probably not visible on the screen, but they actually changed the physics of the crosshairs during that sequence to where it greatly overcompensates for whichever direction you're pushing it in.
Stable. Looks like someone's enjoying the show.
Probably nothing will happen, and this is a waste of valuable resources. But let's be honest, that's what we're here for. Ha! The decal stays in place even when the camera moves. Although, weirdly enough, the decal is also mapped to the camera's model, so the decal does not hover in the air. It only appears when the camera moves and intersects with its location. I think it's gone now, though. Anyway, that's neat. Oh, locked. One of the very few puzzles in this game, and it makes me think of something from Resident Evil 3 remake? I'm not placing exactly where it is, but I think there's a puzzle like that in there, a wavelength thing. Core replaced as soon as possible. Core in this case is Lily, as the person whose mind is unimprinted enough with life experience that she can host all this. Space Hamlet, I'm curious. I definitely can look this up after the stream, but you might know more than anyone else. Are there fan servers up for Demon Souls? Oh, that's just my flashlight. Think there's something? That would be fun to jump back into, having several other modern From Software games under my belt now.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
Oh, right. Psychologist.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you.
I think Yukiko is a solid character in this. It does fit the pattern of sort of like action lead
Have you found any other team
running
members?
into a bunch of survivors who are basically equipped to support.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart. And I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
It's actually really interesting.
He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Gives an extra dimension to STEM, because it does sort of imply that the success of the experiment and the stability of the environment does depend upon other people connecting with some degree of empathy,
Exit D5 then.
willing to give
Just then.
and receive
Let's
rather
make
than
stay
take,
in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about
which is kind of what Stefano
I
does.
still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight.
And yes, Dustin, sorry, I wanted to watch this for a little bit. No More Heroes 1 and 2 did shadow drop on Switch, and that's very exciting. I have not jumped on those yet. I haven't had time to. But funnily enough, I mean, No More Heroes 1, that soundtrack is basically my running, by which I mean actual running music. And yeah, every time, if I throw that in my Wii and play it, it's strange. It's weird because the music now has a home for me that's outside the game, and playing it in the game actually feels like encountering it in an alien environment. Yeah.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But
This
consider
animation right here,
Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking
I feel like it repeats a little too often. It repeats often enough to notice it as a canned animation.
Don't worry.
And it kind of reminds me of a similar thing that happens in the Yakuza games, especially with the NPCs. They have sort of stock animations, so you know, people who are completely unrelated to each other, both in walk of life and side quest, will, you know, they'll have their little that animation, and it's just like sort of stock across the way. You can actually notice some of the Yakuza stock NPC animations in the NPCs in binary domain, weirdly enough. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you're enjoying the No More Heroes series. Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
If Mobius knew to keep
I watched some of it myself, and I feel like it holds up.
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here.
Evening Dreambalm. Yeah, binary domain was a favorite. I played that a lot.
didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult
Yes.
to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and
That pronunciation, psychopathy and sociopathy. I've gotten into so many discussions that turn into arguments with people about that being a valid pronunciation. It is always pushed back at me that sociopathy and psychopathy are the right ones, and I think it's probably fine. I think that both are valid, but sociopathy and psychopathy, like putting the stress on that syllable just seems weird enough for people for it to seem reflexively wrong, and that's interesting. Oh, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. Yeah, I put a lot of heart into those, and I want to go back and replay No More Heroes 2. I am interested to see what good I find in it outside of the things that irritated me about it.
The environment remained relatively intact. Something just
Evening, Ark.
isn't right
It's
here.
good to see you.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot.
That's okay. Being distracted by video games is a perfectly valid reason. There, that's that animation again.
Someone before.
Perfectly valid reason for being late to a video game stream.
No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
Right there. Starting. It was going to start. I like how it kicks the selection over to the right a little bit. Aesthetically, I kind of want it to go over a little bit more, but that is really such a small thing. The Yakuza way of constantly reusing things for their games is the best formula. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, at a certain point, I mean, with the Yakuza series, there's so many games in that series, and you just kind of know what you're going in for. There's going to be a fight on top of a giant building. There's going to be tower battle. There's going to be angst. Somebody is going to take a bullet for somebody else. Everybody is going to receive their mortal wound when the camera is up close on their face, and then their facial expression will change to one of shock, and it'll pull away, and they'll have a knife in their back. You know, it's you kind of know what ham you're gonna come across in a Yakuza game. So I think that, I mean, the stock animations actually make a unique bit of sense there. I mean, the Yakuza series is, like, outside of Metal Gear Solid, the best series for me of showing of, like, masculine affection by way of beating the hell out of each other. Is that is it. Those two are the apex of that genre for me. Or I don't know if that's a genre, but that motif, I'm gonna say. Need to poke myself. I do not need to. Can I poke myself? I cannot poke myself. Oh, cool. Unlike O'Neill, Yukiko actually sits down when she is not needed as an NPC. Oh yeah, Yakuza 0 was amazing. Kamurocho and is it Osaka? The Kansai city that that I'm not remembering the exact name of. But yeah, Kamurocho, I know where everything is there. I know where everything is in that town. I know it better than the place where I actually live. Sotenbori, that's it, thank you. What am I looking at powder-wise? That's pretty good. And that seems like a good use of that. Okay, I don't have any nails. Yeah. This works. I'm actually curious, Dustin and Dreambomb, what was your first introduction to the Yakuza series? Which game? I'm going to... Oh. Let's do this one more time. Crossbow while aiming? Charge time? Oh, that's that is a somewhat, maybe the wrong icon there for charge time and shock bolt, because both the name and the icon suggest the other. Started with Yakuza 1 on PS2 with Mark Hamill as Majima. Yeah, same. I got to that a little sooner, a little closer to the time of its release, but yeah, let's do that. But that was my first one too. I actually found the fixed camera angles to make it easier for me to navigate and remember the locations.
Welcome back, Detective.
I think Yakuza 3 is a fine introduction to the series. That's actually the point where I think there's sort of... I kind of feel like Yakuza 3 threw a lot of the formulaic elements in, and really it was sort of the place where they decided what was going to be the Yakuza series as like the sort of experiences to expect. So that's really a really good place to enter the series, I think.
Closing yourself off from others does nothing but agitate your condition. You are human. You require connection the way a plant requires light.
The only connection I require right now is to your machine. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
And he's not wrong. Let's see. Reduce footsteps. Move faster while crouched. I think I want that, yeah. Bottle break. That's also really valuable, and I think I want to save up for that. Yeah, I agree. All right, 4 keys. I agree, Dreambomb. The RPG feel is definitely there. Oh man, you take more damage. And yeah, the Yakuza series is very good about bringing you up to speed on the incredibly, if not always deep, then at least broad soap opera that that makes it up. Let's see. Let's give this one a shot. Oh wow, those are separate things. Ah. shoot. Wow. Cannot even hit the stop, the time stop thing. Ah! Alright, not my best.
Whew, not bad.
Well, Sebastian, I'm inclined to disagree, but thank you. I do appreciate my player character making up for the gap in my self-assessment. Yeah, Dream Bomb, I find that the Yakuza games are, I have to give them time in between them to create enough space in my mind and heart for the entirely new cast. I was glad when they brought Saejima back for the sequel, because I really liked him. Saejima's a good fella. Is there yes. Yeah, I think Yakuza 0 is definitely the best distillation of what the series is. Jinx, Dream Bomb. Okay. Oh, thank God. I absolutely need these ammunitions. I think if I were Sebastian and I were wandering around an entirely new environment with no idea what to expect, and I just heard the glass break at random, I would definitely be more concerned about what's in that room. So this is interesting. The Crimson Post showing up here is, I mean, just a much more overt reference to the Evil Within 1 than, realistically, than would be found in Union, which seems to want to ignore everything that happened in Crimson City. Makes me think that some of Sebastian's own safe room memories are coming out. Okay, so I need the key, and I need to get to the safe room. Yeah, I agree. Playing them out of order. Once they sort of refine the formula, that's it. I think, even though Metal Gear Solid 1 is absolutely a classic in its own right, if I were to recommend exactly one game in the series to somebody to understand what it is, the third one would be it, because I think that's about the time they really, that's like the best distillation of the formula for a single game. Oh, congrats, Congrats, Swedish X, on getting your friend to play Remake 2. They're going to have a great time with that, and I hope you have many good yelps from them as they discover exactly why Mr. X is the terror he is. Oh, that's weird. If I can... I'm supposed to be over here? Kinda don't think I am. Wonder if I can get that arrow to latch onto something and maybe zip me over there? Post plus. I'm thinking of something that's probably wrong, but I know that there is one kana that is used in Japan to represent the post office, and that kind of looks like a toe, which I'm thinking might be it. The one that's used in Japan, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm thinking that if that is correct, then that's kind of a neat double visual pun. There's a locker key that appears in that room in a very sneaky way after another event. Oh, interesting. Oh, God. Okay. Let's just go around here. This is interesting that they blocked off the back side of that and didn't, like, put like a treasure there or something. Is this... Yeah, I need that. When y'all are talking about 1 and 3, are you talking about Metal Gear or the Yakuza series? We kind of overlap those conversations a bit. Ah, Metal Gear. Ooh. Yes, and that is why investing in crits early is the way to go. What? Oh, that's just that thing growling. Okay. Yeah, MGS1 also has the advantage of being less about Kojima's relationship to Metal Gear. Because he's just making a thing and not being forced to. Which also gives it an extra touch of warmth, I think.
What the hell are these things about? Damn it. Lily's inside there.
You did not appreciate my beautiful Obscura's performance. Perhaps this one is more to your liking. Listen.
No! Somebody help me!
I'm preparing my greatest work yet, but you are not worthy enough to witness it. Not until you learn to respect my art. Listen to their
Respect art, huh? Time to put Hoffman's theory to the test.
That line, respect art, huh? That's, I like it. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is quality, and actually speaking of Metal Gear, here is what feels like to me like one of the most naked admissions of the impact of one meta-narrative game on another. I find that very charming. I think it is absolutely impossible to make a video game that has Sons of Liberty in it and get away from Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't think those were there before. Great. Oh, wait. I'm kind of remembering being chased by the Guardian through here. Lovely. Okay, is this the building? Requires a key. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I'm wondering if she naturally runs over there when, or automatically runs over there whenever I get close to the building. Because I don't think I did anything to sort of trip her attention wire. And now she's patrolling over here. Please let me get on the other side of this before you show up. Cool. Actually, from a monster design perspective, that's... in a horror game, that's really interesting. Like what she's doing right there. Like that's the same pace and animation that she uses when you're caught and she's going to your location, but just sort of like randomly throwing that animation into her patrol sort of mix leaves you wondering if you've been seen, and adds an element of psychological uncertainty to the moment, which is pretty cool. Psychological uncertainty is absolutely a horror game's bread and butter. Yeah, that right there. Not a fan of it. Emotionally. But appreciating with the effect on the game, it's good. And I'm pretty sure I need a key to get in there, so I'm not gonna mess with that yet. Oh, Jesus. Anything up here? It seems no. No. I was thinking about why this feels like a bait and switch. The fact that it's got the musical notation there makes you think that pressing it is going to give you something that you will like. And it's not a song, it's one note, and it brings enemies to you. So it's a very misleading icon. In a pranking way that I enjoy. I think I hear dogs. I absolutely hear dogs. I really want to explore in here. This might be a bad idea. Wow. I think it takes a lot of ammo. How much Mountain Dew bucks do I get? 700? That's an okay exchange. Was kind of hoping for a bigger reward for that, but let's see. It is entirely possible that my reward is, in fact, a safer escape route later. Oh, great, there's another dog inside there. Oh, no, there's not. There's a dog out here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, that makes it easier to explore here. Okay, cool. Yeah, the second town area's train cars are not as lucrative as the first. Oh boy. What did... No. That's what I'm looking for. I would really like some more, something to be able to kill the Guardian when she shows up, because I feel very certain she will soon. That's good. Okay. Before I walk over to this pile of burning bodies. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. And, yeah, get more water. Alright, here we are with the Halloween Panda. This has been done to him. This was not voluntary. But here we are, and this is the world that we all live in. So hello! Whoa. That is a majestic, alert expression. It's really hard to know how long he's going to stand for this. He's purring, and that's a suspect sign. But that's, it's the state of affairs. Oh. Wanna eat that? Actually, he's found a good use for it. Good face scratching there, huh? Anyway, here's our majestic lord, and, oh, he's ready to go. Yep. And here's the one that's 80% less majestic, but makes up in majesty. Makes up what she lacks in majesty with squirms. He's not having that. Yeah, she's a high energy cat. She has limited patience. The lighting in the game isn't from the game as the pandas rage. As a matter of fact, that is what most designers count on when they're trying to figure out how to illuminate a scene. How can we harness Samson's emotional state? Yeah, Samson is very chill. When he was brought in from the Humane Society, initially he seemed like he would be very hard to impress and maybe be a little more of a stuffy cat. And it turns out he's just very... As long as he has the very few things that he absolutely needs, he is super chill. Also, yes, Ark, doing an early stream today. I promised I would take part in some Halloween movie watching. So I'm already going to be shifting next week's stream to account for election night, which, incidentally, any of my American viewers, if you have not voted, please, for the love of God, do so, and do not vote for Donald Trump. It's just, please, please, please. Yeah, I'm going to be watching that. So Tuesday, probably going to replace that with a stream on Wednesday following. Okay.
They're burning the bodies. Why?
Oh, that's interesting. I always thought that, they. I guess by they he means the late townspeople who have not turned into the paint zombies. They know that this is how Guardian manifests, so they're trying to do that.
Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure. Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure. Why not? I'm not surprised by anything.
Sure, why not?
I'll burn these before they can change. Wait. Did that arm just twitch? Shit.
Oh, I guess that answers my question, who was burning the bodies. Oh, shit. Go, 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 go! How do I get up? How do I get up? Here, here, here. Go, go, go! Oh, Jesus, she can get in! Okay. Good Lord. It's gonna lay low here. Yeah, well, you know, I like to think of my scream as iconic. It certainly is a running theme in my own life and my own career as a person who subjects himself to these games. Taproom's been booming, business is good. Lots of new faces in Union these days, arriving by the trainload. Man, there's something about people showing up in town from apparently nowhere and showing up on a train that makes me think of Animal Crossing City Folk, Which then makes me want to retcon the canon of Animal Crossing City Folk as in somebody whose entry into STEM is in fact fostered by that weird cat that that does your character gen. And so that's now Animal Crossing canon. Yes, Swedish X. Animal Crossing. Robin Animal Crossing Downs. Robin Atkin Downs' scream is I can recognize it on ear sight too. Is how I'm going to call it. That's kind of neat. Made a rolled up newspaper. Yeah, something that's not totally evident is when she's nearby, the controller vibrates with Sebastian's heartbeat. Let's see if I can. No, it probably doesn't. Come over. The controller is pretty well made, so it doesn't rattle when it vibrates. Really need more gunpowder or bullets. Nails are good.
So this is his art? It's just a photo. I'm gonna stab the shit out of you.
That's one of my favorite lines in the game. I know that Dustin mentioned having a PS5 controller. I don't know if he's had a chance, if he has any tech that is compatible with it so that the rumble can come through, but he is the best person I know right now to be able to answer that. Contemporary art. Maybe this is what Stefano meant when he wanted me to appreciate art. He's just got like a library full of books. Heat. What does that say? Knock, knock, question mark. Let's make 3D. Wait, the PS5 controller works on PS3, but not PS4?
Don't cry. You're becoming art. You shall be part of my obscura.
Oh, weird. It's kind of a... It's not a painting, it's an actual environment on the other side. Kind of gives us like a haunted house performance feeling. Yes, Swedish X. This is one of the reasons why they tell you to be quiet in art galleries, because the more you taunt the paintings, the more revenge they are going to exact.
Less malleable than clay, softer than marble. It really is the perfect medium. Oh, I can't concentrate like this. A sculpture doesn't need a tongue.
Yeah, it looks like they, for Stefano, they kind of tapped into the dual crazy aesthete / Jack the Ripper kind of vibe for Stefano. Oh, interesting. PS3 does have a lot of compatibility that way, is what I'm trying to say. The shadow's nice and creepy. If there's anything I can do with it. No, just the very static hand puppet. Oh, God. I actually straight up don't remember this. Cool. It's great. It's fine. Can I do anything with this? No. Oh, man. Yep. Just gonna very conservatively watch out here. Missed opportunity to make that shadow reach out for me? You are right. Okay. I think there's one of those takes two hit to kill horrifying, horrible enemies. So I have an axe, and there is an axe there. So between those two, maybe I can kill her without using a lot of ammo. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Dream Bomb. This is one of the reasons why, like on my YouTube channel, I don't monetize that, because I don't want ads as part of my. That's just not the experience I'm looking for when I go to YouTube, and it's not the experience I want to create for someone else. And I guess in jumping at the bait of custom icons, which I have yet to activate, wasn't aware that they would put ads on this thing too. Though if you're watching an ad right now, you probably can't hear me, so beautiful. Oh, God! Okay. I absolutely do not want one of those knife, that getting me. Please don't see me. Yes! Perfect. This is by far the cleanest, quickest kill you can have on stealth, which I prefer greatly. Yeah, second-hand controllers are interesting. It really does depend upon how well they were taken care of. But yeah, you got to figure if it hasn't been cleaned, it's got somebody else's, like, you know, every potato chip they were eating while playing a game will be in that controller's plastic. Controller like that very much becomes a reflection of how somebody lives their life. As do any used possessions, but that in particular. Yeah, this area in particular is giving me a pretty nice payday. If I can... Nope! No, 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 no! Okay. Oh! There we go. Wow! Stomp the gel out of him. I just thought the gel attached to whatever the nearest surface was. I didn't know it was an actual object. That's cool that that could move around. Ugh, creepy. That's interesting. You actually can't run here, as they really want to, really want you to enjoy this slow approach.
Well, there it is.
Excuse me. I agree, Space Hamlet. Things getting weird physics is always neat to watch. So this is very reminiscent of some of the puzzles in Evil Within 1, but each time you have to go through these wires, or a wire sequence like this in Evil Within 1, it's usually under timed circumstances. This one they give you a little bit more room to time and space to consider where you're going. But these things always screw with me. I imagine this, if they made a VR version of Evil Within 2, this area in particular would be very interesting to behold. Okay. No. Whew, that gave me a start. Sebastian moving into a bunch of wires, getting stun locked and killed. Interesting. I've actually been so having been shocked a few times in my life. I have a particular respect for this damage, and as a result, have always been just super careful to not get Sebastian shocked. And I don't think I've ever really run into a lot of these wires before. Just gonna do it. Okay, cool. Anything on the floor? Looking good. Looking alright. There we go. Whew. Matt McMuscle's playthrough back on release. Interesting.
This work was actually therapeutic, but I'm not done yet. One more.
Yeah, Matt, actually kind of circling back around to what we were talking about earlier, Matt joined me on a postscript episode of the No More Heroes project. He was a QA tester for No More Heroes 1. He talked a little bit about some of the stuff that he saw that got cut and things that were busted that later got fixed. That's a good conversation, and I fortunately still had all of my archival footage so that even if I didn't theme it around a particular boss fight or narrative flow, there was still enough to put that conversation to. Man, these prices are a salad being equivalent to 3/4 of a cheese pizza. And I'm not talking in terms of calories, but in terms of sheer value, seems strange to me. Yeah, Matt's playthroughs are excellent. I don't watch a whole lot of playthroughs on YouTube, but what of his are some of the few that I have watched and not just like skipped to the part that I'm interested in. Oh, they too have bottled water. Your body, your success. Opulesca. Opulesca. I wonder what that means. Yeah, Matt is that rare person to me who plays games and also has a good sense of humor that I enjoy, and so that makes his work. I'm very grateful it exists. All right, so what I'm gonna do here. I don't have any cover over there. And Jesus. That's not an option. So probably around about the time she turns around there, she walks over there. I need to be on that side of that car before she does that. So here we go. Ah, damn it. Okay, no! Please don't be boss strong. Okay, what else do I have? Oh, crap, I don't have grenades in this. Okay. Oh! This is bad. Alright. Shoot, I think I just wasted all my ammo on that. Oh, cool, I can field craft for an extra cost. Might be worthwhile. Oh, man. Does a shock bolt do damage? One shock bolt or one handgun bullets? I mean, I think the choice is obvious there. Well, fine. I would rather not have spent all my ammo on that anyway. So that works. At that point when you're... I mean, it's kind of a gambler's fallacy thing, right? It's kind of like go big or go home at that point. I think the amount of ammo that I have, in terms of like balancing the scales of survival horror materials versus challenge in my mind, I think I have enough here to be able to limp by with regular enemies, but I just can't spend boss quantities of ammo on just a regular patrol enemy now. Sadler flashbacks from separate ways. Man, it's been so long since I played that. Either RE4 or honestly, Ada's content. Okay, new plan. As soon as she gets over here, turns around and goes over there, I'm going to jog over to
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
oh, Jesus. Ah, Jesus. Bad times all around.
Maybe I can get the jump on them.
What happens if I try to grab this? Come on, fall. Come on, buddy. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. It's a mob fight. Okay. Alright, I believe this can still happen.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
Cannot believe that doesn't do more damage.
Out of ammo.
What? I think maybe he did that? Oh, yeah. Jesus! Okay. Okay. Ah, you already killed it and that was a waste. Fantastic.
Shit! There's more of them! They're coming from over there!
Yes, come over here, my dudes. Ah, that did kill them. Great. Jesus! Oh no. No, 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 no! Ah! Okay. Okay. I gotta do something smarter than what I'm doing, and I think I know what it is. The thing is, I've just got to sneak past her.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Oh, good. The autosave started me here. Alright. I think there are a lot of supplies over here that I can use. Seeing someone shuffling weapons, trying to decide which weapon would be less costly in a given encounter. Well, I could relate to that mental calculus easily. Okay. Is there anything over here? Seems the answer is no. That did not have the intended effect. I think I can absolutely stealth past these guys. Okay, I can probably do what I need to do by going to the blue tarp crates there. Pick up. There we go. Ah, damn it. No, 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 no. Okay. Don't come here. Okay. Let's turn around. Awesome. Are you stuck in an unstealthable spot? I think you might be. Yeah, you're stuck. But this might be okay. If I can go over and... Actually, I mean... As long as he stays there, I guess that's fine. Can he see me through the glass? Seems not. Yes, Swedish X, I agree. Watching the decision-making process live is entertaining, and also one of the places where we, you know, sort of... Everybody who plays a game like that and makes it through, you know, that's what they go through to do it. Okay. Oh, damn it. Go, 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 go. Okay. This is actually turning into a much more involved stealth scenario than I'd expected, because I am legit really low on ammo. Okay. Oh no, is she stuck pathing back through the boxes? She is, but I think this can work to my advantage. I think I can do this. It's interesting that they don't go around. They just stop menacing. There we go. What? I don't know what cost me my axe there. But this is excellent. I think I am getting everything that I'm going to need to be able to take care of the monsters menacing Mobius friend, whose name I forget. Although this pile of bodies does not suggest it's going to be an easy way out. Huh, that is a surprising repetition of that model. Quintuplets right here, or quadruplets. Can I stealth stab? Yes! Oh, this is the dude with the key to the, yeah, the storage room. Okay. Okay, that's going to get me what I need to make it through that encounter.
Where there's a key, there's a lock. Wonder where it could be.
Yeah, Space Hamlet, I think you're right, based on that line. I think that he is absolutely cluing into the fact that he's in a video game. Because while where there's a key, there's a lock is true, technically, it also does not always occur to everybody to assume that the lock will be found or that it will be valuable to open. when they find a key. Now, the line was, where there's a key, there's a lock. Okay. She is right in the way of where I need to go. I hope that he can hold out without me triggering that encounter. Okay. Excuse me. Man, these rats must have gotten into the sugar, something fierce. They are not sitting still. Okay, so when she turns around, I'm gonna run over to the sign, grab those bullets, then I'm gonna run over to that truck, and then try to move to the back of whatever that building is.
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
Okay. Alright, this is working out. I feel good about how this is going. Weapon. She is right outside. Oh man, what is she doing? Okay. She probably always stalks around wherever I am. Yeah, Swedish X, weird. What the hell? I've never seen her jump like that. Oh, that's wild. I have, we're turning on the heat more often here, too. It's getting pretty chilly. Okay. Okay, so she's got a much longer patrol route here. I'm gonna let her turn her back to me, and then make my break. Okay. Yeah, this is getting stealth survival horror tense. Oh, don't see me. Okay, good. Oh, that's so interesting that her patrol route includes a jump onto that surface. Oh God! Okay. Alright, this seems safe. Fruit soda. I gotta say, seeing the word fruit in connection with those colors and the logo they're referencing, certainly throws some mixed signals into my brain. Fight as humans. Route 666. It's cute. Tango GW Motorcycle Club. Founded in 2010. Butch Beer. We're open, come on in. That's a very Twin Peaks sign. Serbian Psycho. Yeah, lots of Crimson City around here. Papa's Pit. Poyo Poyo. Okay, I kind of remember something bad happening here. Oh, weird, he's starting to transform. It's interesting. I'm pretty sure those are stock idle animations, but they really played well there. Okay. That's good. Yeah, Swedish X, when I said Puyo Puyo, that's... I thought the same thing. Puyo Puyo. Puyo Puyo Tetris. I'm really curious what this song is. Oh, interesting. The slowdown and distortion increases the closer you are to the jukebox, but if you back up, it starts back to normal. Getting worse. But then I back up. And we're back to normal. Nifty. Ah, damn it. After not having played this for a while and actually wandering around Union trying to figure out what I need to do, you don't always get this experience, but I'm actually feeling the abruptness of the shift from Union to Beacon again. It's kind of neat. I don't think I've ever seen that pose from that angle before.
Shit.
Oh. I do not like that.
What's it doing this time? What does that thing want from me?
Yeah, she did the creepy fast spider walk into view, which I don't like emotionally. And then she went into the mirror and opened this door by stumbling through its reflection. Oh yeah, this is such a teasing hospital bed setup, because even though this is not a STEM arrangement, this is absolutely a STEM. It's not a STEM device. It's absolutely a STEM arrangement. And yeah, Dreambalm, same. This would absolutely be a sleep paralysis demon to fear.
That's me from back then. There's something weird about this room. Something I'm not seeing.
Not a fan of that jumping through the mirror at all. Oh, okay. So the one with the light on in the mirror is the one to go through. Looks like this one. I think it is an effective jump scare because it sort of invites you to be as absorbed in the moment as Sebastian is. You're processing new information, and I think that's when jump scares are most effective, when you're sort of processing new information and your brain is preoccupied, and then all of a sudden, you know, you can't be.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn it. Go, 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 go! So, say what I will about wanting to emphasize running rather than stealth. An increased crouching speed would absolutely have been a wise investment for preparing for this encounter. Okay. Alright. It is that one. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Yo! good. This is good. Whew. Wait, did I just go backwards? I went backwards. Shoot, I got the wrong door. What am I doing wrong? I mean, it's this one, yeah? Okay. This is the only other one that's on that side of the mirror. Alright. Does it change each time? Yes, it does. Okay. Good. Just kicking this medicine bottle along like I absolutely don't care who hears me. There she is. Okay, really looks like it's the second door there. Corner. Good. Nope, don't, okay. Okay, she's gonna do a quick double back. Yeah. Whew. Hate that spider walk. I mean, she doesn't look like a spider when she's doing it, but it just makes me think of a spider. Okay. Whew.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
Thank God. All right. Controller stumping. Okay. Absolutely hear the Guardian outdoor, but I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And as a reward for sticking with me through the break, there will be Panda. promised. Here's this guy. Majestic and surprisingly accepting of being held. And really what's got to be somewhat bewildering from his point of view is that he does not really process cameras as a thing. So for all he knows, I'm taking him into this corner, holding him aloft and speaking these words to him, possibly with the expectation of a response, for which none is given. He is free of his wings, indeed. He managed to walk past a corner and shed them. Aw. Fella put a paw up there on my hand so he could get a better look. Oh yeah, quality boy here. Just gonna follow his gaze and see what I see. It's like nothing up there. Which leads me to conclude ghosts, right? Cats walking away from cameras, absolutely plausible that they could know what time we want from them so they can deny it. Oh, hey buddy. Found out when we took him to the groomers, this right here is referred to as his mane. Very majestic for a majestic guy. Ugh. Excuse me. All right. Cats are very in tune to eyes. Big shiny eyes, yeah. I believe, in addition to ghosts, cats are also naturally good at repelling alien greys. For reasons that they are our true protectors. Any creature that volunteers something that it has killed because it believes that we ourselves are not capable enough of feeding us, I believe would absolutely intervene in the instance of alien invasion or spirit attacks. So I'm just going to take a peek here. What have we got? Yes, Space Hamlet, the slow blink and also the half-mast eyes. That's the way to tell a cat, hey, you and me were good. Alright. A suspicious lack of old Stompy here. So we're gonna cruise on back to the tool shed. Actually, this would probably be a good time to save the game. It has auto-saved, but, you know, best to be on the safe side, especially after so much ground has been covered, literally. Okay. This is also a good time to to upgrade my abilities. I think I've got enough gel to do what I need. Pardon. 600 weapon parts. That's fantastic. Yeah, I need these things to be doing a lot more than they are. Yeah, that's good. Oh, nope. Gotta make more stuff. Good. Alright, I feel good about this. I think this could get our friend out of trouble. I want to say his name is Isaac?
Welcome back, Detective.
Oh, it's already done. Very good. Yes. Oh God, yes. All right. That's good. That stamina recovery is absolutely killing me against the Guardian. It's interesting to me that every save point in Union is also almost every save point in Union is accompanied by a mirror, and there's also a save point on the other side of the mirror. I'm wondering if they have one inside the safe room. If there's like a special one-off circumstance where you are in there, don't have access to one, and it just made sense to put one in there. It's just I'm trying in my brain to explain the redundancy because they're awfully close together. Okay. Ah, damn it. Man, she's just a jumping bean over there, isn't she? Typewriters in RE4 that appear just before the end of the chapter. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same kind of deal. This seems like a less good way to go. But, Old Stompy has the other grounds covered. Or does she? She's not really coming back. Oh, yep, I feel the controller vibrating. She's definitely around. Oh, good. Okay. She's stuck. And that's very good. Just gonna take the long way around here. Turns out I was right. The benefit of killing this dog is a safer passage. Very good. Oh, there's something over there. Excellent. I absolutely don't know what sees me. Okay, good. She's still over there.
Maybe I can get a jump on it.
Okay. Round 2. Or attempt 2. I lost round 1. Which makes this very different.
So much for stealth.
Whoop. Well, I think I'm going to get a punch to the face when I jump out of this, but... Oh, alright. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no! Alright. I can really benefit from getting control over my character. Oh, oh, that's bullshit. Alright. No, I probably should have run instead of trying to reload in the middle of combat. That's, regardless of whatever Ocelot says, not a great idea. But I do see now the advantage. I think that upgrading your shock bolts... Oh, weird. It auto-saved here. Upgrading your shock bolts increases the number of enemies that it can jump to. Although, does this... Yeah, that breaks her out of her stuckness. Fantastic. Okay. I'll deal with those guys later.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man!
Alright. So I'm going to use this car for these guys. Ah, that didn't work out well, and I'm stuck on a tree. Oh, wow, that's really heavy hitting. I'm doing bad. Alright, please, in time. Thank you. Okay,
There's more of them! They're coming from over there!
now electric bolt time. Stop! Jesus. All right.
You just saved my ass. I didn't think anyone would come.
You're from the surface.
Actually, you might have stepped away. That's actually try number 3.
I was looking for something.
And what would that be?
Look, it's dangerous out here. Come to my safe house so we can talk.
Lead the way.
I screwed that up a couple of times. And I will be with you in a second as soon as I collect these evil juices. Oh, joking. Sorry, I don't always read sarcasm in text. Oh, nope. Oh, I had one of these. Well, I could have used that. Alright, there's a coffee machine in here, I'm pretty sure.
They can't get in here. Thanks again for helping me out. I'm Sykes.
Sebastian Castellanos.
Sykes, that's it.
I've heard of you.
I can see how that would make me think of Isaac.
How do you know that?
Isaac, Sykes.
STEM programmer
but I've got other skills too, like hacking information systems. I know all kinds of things that nobody else knows, not even other members of the team.
Then you know who Lily is.
Yeah, we're all trying to find her. Haven't had any luck though. That's why you're here, huh?
That's right. But if you can't help me with that, then we've got nothing else to discuss. Good luck.
Hey, hold on. We might still be able to help each other out.
This better be good.
Look, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you could probably use. And you can have it for saving me out there. You want to hear my proposal? Come on back to me.
All right, I'm all ears. How can we help each other?
I need you to restore the server inside the mirror. It should be easy enough as long as none of those freaks are around. Here's where it's located.
Hold on, I haven't agreed to anything yet. What's in it for me?
You do that for me, I can open up all the locks.
That's interesting. I wonder how that information is conveyed to Sebastian.
If you get the server on, I may be able to find another way out of Union.
I mean, again, it also kind of works with the blurred distinction between like player, character, and player that the game does. So it actually gets away with that.
There's really a way to get out of Union?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try. They've lost contact with STEM. We're totally cut off. If we don't find the core, we're all gonna die in here. Unless I can figure a way out.
How is that possible?
Kind of
You really want me to waste your time talking a bunch of technical gibberish?
similar to the way that Colonel in Metal Gear Solid 2 is telling you to push the action button and write in response to that as legitimate instructions. Sebastian seems to respond to information given directly to the player as though he had received it himself and it was intelligible.
Look at this place. It's breaking apart out there. I'm surprised anything is working. But then again, Mobius probably turned it off themselves. They've got all kinds of emergency protocols in place.
And you're questioning the almighty Mobius?
Hey, I don't mind being a grunt. The moment I become expendable, well, that's when I start to look for the exit door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, you gonna help me out or not?
Okay. Yes. Coffee heals all wounds from the inside out. A PS5 Evil Within collection? Absolutely. That would, insofar as repurchasing games that I love to show developer support goes, I would absolutely get that. And I kind of overlooked it there, but I really like Sykes and Sebastian's exchange right there with the quality of the cup being up for discussion. I don't know. Having your wounds healed like that is kind of what having coffee feels like when you're going through caffeine withdrawal. We have a couple of slides to look at here. 60 FPS on the Evil Within 2? I agree.
Pick up, Kidman.
I'm here.
The first time I saw Myra, she was wearing that uniform. I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I didn't want to admit it to myself. But after she was injured on duty, I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective, too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the
Yeah, Swedish X. Capcom has been hitting the Mega Man re-releases pretty hard. I've actually lost track of how many they've got going. And Dream Bomb, the Substance version is great. I don't remember if it's in some Sums of Liberty. That sounds like a good math spin-off. Sons of Liberty or Substance. Buddy of mine, Brady Hartel, who does a lot of graphic design and remasterings of like classic anime and stuff. He won a contest, and his name is actually one of the dog tags you can find. So if you if you go around holding up people, that's a name to look for.
It's me, Kidman.
Good to know you're still there, Sebastian.
After Beacon, I tried to make some sense of what happened to me. But everyone said I was delusional. Or hiding the truth.
Also, it has Tony Hawk featuring Snake and Raiden.
I felt so frustrated. Useless.
If not Tony Hawk, then another skateboarding engine. Anyway, the skateboarding minigame is weird and a lot of fun.
I could have tried harder. Shit.
Don't beat yourself up, Sebastian. When Mobius doesn't want to be found.
Don't make excuses for me, Kidman. I fucked up.
Look, Sebastian, this isn't the time to dwell on the past. This is the time to make up for it. Self-pity is what led you to drink in the first place. You have a chance to get back what you lost. Don't lose sight of that.
Harsh, but true. You're right, Kidman. Thanks.
I feel like the writing here really does seem... I feel like it really responds to how lost people felt with the first Evil Within. They have all these optional moments where they signal very broadly and very clearly what Sebastian's motivations are and how he's going about it. It's interesting that you seem smoking there. I wonder if they got that past the ESRB as a depiction of smoking, if it's not an actual depiction of the act of smoking. And yeah, Space Hamlet. The soundtrack on MGS2 is very interesting compared to the soundtrack of Revengeance, assuming that there's something expressive about the character's inner life, which I think is fair in Metal Gear. Raiden went from sort of slow elevator jazz drum and bass to Rules of Nature. So that's he's had that year, and I think that would be a fair way of describing how a lot of people feel about 2020, beginning and end. Okay. So Sykes is rescued. Let's do this. Let's do this sub-quest for him. He craved violence. Yep. Once he came to terms with the Ripper, it was rules of nature from there on out. No vibration. Sounds like we're good. Now vibration, and we are less good. I wonder if those heads behind her can see omnidirectionally. When you say you dislike what happened to Raiden in MGS4, do you mean... what happened to his character as a fan response, or you, in-universe, see what happened to him and you find it tragic? To his character, yeah. Oh, please. Please. Cool. I wonder if I can... backstab. Bad idea or terrible idea, only time will tell. Cannot imagine that is an easy kill. Okay. Turns out it wasn't that easy of a kill, but it's weaker. Yeah, MGS4 does feel like the spiteful one. I remember a lot of the pre-release stuff had Kojima mentioning that he wanted people to feel like they wanted to be Raiden this time, whereas before they reviled him as a character. I think in MGS4, Raiden was basically Cassern. Okay, you're not moving anywhere, so I'm gonna trust this. All right. Absolutely did not want to spend ammo killing that thing, and absolutely did not want to deal with it as a presence. Oh, great. Okay. Good. I don't think I've ever managed to successfully kill one of the flamethrower guys with a stealth knife attack. So, kudos to you if you did. Okay. Been feeling lately like I should revisit MGS4. That would be a fun game to reassess. Given, what is it, 12 years hindsight? Well, buddy, what are you doing there? Better shotgun.
Yeah, that's more like it. Shit!
Oh, Jesus. Ah, no. Huh. Weird. Anima gives me a freebie. Okay, which is the stronger one? I think full barreled is the best one. Yeah, MGS4 has definitely gotten the least post-release love out of the Metal Gears. I think it has been exclusively limited to its one release on the PS3, as opposed to all the other games around it, with the exception of Portable Ops. Yeah, breaking into Outer Haven was a good time, and I seem to recall Outer Haven was actually going to be a multiplayer map. When I was playing through it offline, I remember thinking like, "Oh, this is absolutely great for multiplayer because there are so many places to hide, get the drop on people, etc." And I think some fans of the fan server folks have actually found a way to patch in that level. So it is playable multiplayer. Okay, what's my map situation look like? Alright, I need to go here. However good MGS3 was, not sure it deserved as much story importance. Yeah, that's... I think MGS3 had the dubious honor of being the prequel that explained everything, and people were so attached to it that
By the way,
finding the connections between them became a narrative priority. Okay, so apparently goo disappears when the monster goes. Also, Hoffman is apparently still surveying me from that room. Yeah, I think MGS4 was narratively a sequel to MGS3 and thematically a sequel to MGS2. Okay, here we go. That's weird. It's very funny how Mobius stamped its machines as if somebody was going to take them, and as if they could take them anywhere that was not also Mobius.
seems like that worked. Guess I should go back to Sykes.
Is anybody coming in? In fact, yes. Yes. Okay, forward, then right. Oh. Oh, shoot. Nah. Jesus.
Shit.
Go, go, go! Yeah. Right, I've got. Oh, come on, dude, hit him. All right, good. No sense in not using that axe. MGS5 severing the idealism at Big Boss because that was the final bid to make him sort of hit home to the player as bad. I can see that. It's also like, you know, he's, you get the sense of the experience of finally being the kid abandoned by Big Boss as dad to Snakes. Is there anything back here? Is this just my way back? No, this is not correct. This is not correct, okay. Yeah, I think by the time that MGS5 came around, after enjoying the meta-narrative of MGS2 and also the meta-narrative of MGS4, I think I was ready to see the series go back to something closer to MGS3, where it was just good storytelling and fun characters. You know that wanting something is like one of the last things you should do with a Metal Gear game, but there we go. Ah, damn it. What do I have? I have an axe. Yeah, that's good. I can stab it. Stealth stab it, and then axe. Whack it. Thank God. Alright. Let's, gonna go back to Sykes. We're gonna bring that arc to a close. And, then I think I'm gonna throw on some Super Mario 35 to close out, which has been a nice way of signing off the past couple of weeks. Venom Snake, very much the traumatized poster child for the whole series. I can get behind that. Oh, weird. I don't remember that door in the distance. It's just kicking the ball of you know, who is considered fair game to suffer at the hands of this wretched family and its series further afield, because granted he did sign up for MSF, but he didn't get on board for all that level of betrayal. Whereas Raiden can arguably be considered somebody who is just, I mean, going through all that business in MGS2 is actually just him resolving his trauma, so there is arguably a good for him that comes from that. MGS5 just winds up being Venom Snake's trauma. Go, 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 go! There it is.
I knew you'd make it back.
Whew. Well, Swedish X, it's always been great seeing you out, and I'm glad we got to hang out with you through some Evil Within 2.
Just like I promised. See if you can open that one there.
All right. This is the silencer, which I actually don't think is very good. Yeah, single enemies can be lured away from groups, so it is definitely a tactical weapon. Well, that's neat. And I don't remember it.
Thanks again for helping me out. The hard part comes next.
Can you really do it? Get out of Union?
Like I said, I'm gonna give it my best shot. But there's a ton of data I gotta scrub through before I can even start. I just hope I can do it before this place turns into a pile of gravel and guts. It's gonna take me a while.
That's a great line.
So
Good
what
sounds,
happens if you get
good
out of
images.
If I can make it out of the Mobius building alive, first thing I'm gonna do is disable my damn chip.
Chip?
Yeah. Everybody in Mobius has got a subdermal chip in their head. Sort of like an RFID, but way more advanced. And I mean everybody. From the administrator all the way down to the guy who cleans the toilets.
And you submit to that willingly?
Like they say, membership has its privileges. That chip will open a lot of doors for you if you got one. The downside is, with that chip in place, they can make my life a living hell if they think I disobeyed them.
I guess you can worry about that if you make it out of here. I might be interested in getting out of here too.
You're welcome to, but I'm not gonna wait around for you. I'm leaving here as soon as I find a way. Your best bet is to hang out here with me and wait until I figure this out.
No way. I'm not leaving this place without Lily.
Theoretically, if you find her, you'll restore this place and get yourself out.
I'd prefer to take Lily out the back door with me. Mobius just wants to plug her back into STEM. And God knows what they've got planned for me. If we could just get out when they're not looking.
Well, either way, I've got a lot of work to do. Otherwise, nobody's using the back door.
Let's pair up our community.
The question that I have about the backdoor plan is that,
Good luck out there.
I mean, what we saw at the opening is that the administrator basically has a balcony eye view of all of their bodies sort of tucked away in the stem tubs. So they would just be back. There's a sort of bottleneck that that they're all stuck to unless their bodies are somewhere else. But yeah, one of the things that I do wish this game had received is an appropriate DLC follow-up where we got to see Sykes' story come to conclusion. He is definitely one of my favorite characters from the game and one of the additions to the cast. But okay, so we are saved up here. I am going to cut the stream for a couple of minutes while I grab the Switch and bring it over so we can watch that play. So yeah, I'll be right back. Let's see.